hear about all the commentary and the passion around the game. So it's going to be great that it's at this stadium. People.
Well, Rohit, Pakistan obviously a big player, but before that, you played two very important matches.
Yeah, Australia and then Afghanistan. That we start in Chennai on the 8th, and we do understand the importance of every game that you play in this tournament, because it's World Cup and every team would be looking to play their best cricket. So you've got to be on the top of your game, on top of your planning and understanding of what you need to do as a team. So yeah, I think the first two games, it's important that we look at the first game in Chennai, understand what we need to do as a team, go and assess the conditions a little bit, and then try and get your best combination, and then it's game time. It's just about going there and executing your skills, executing what you prepared for all this time, and having trust and belief in whatever you do, because it's quite challenging when you play such a format where you have to play 11 games and you have to be on top of your game all the time. So it's important that you break down and then focus on one game at a time, because it can be quite draining. So it's important that you try and stay fresh so that you're able to make those decisions on the field wisely.
Temba, expectations are always high when it comes to South Africa. How are you guys gearing up?
Yeah, I think the boys we are quite excited for the challenge for the next coming weeks. Guys obviously enjoy coming to India and experiencing everything about the cricket as well as the culture. I think as a team there's a quiet confidence about the guys who've been playing some good cricket, and we've kind of enjoyed going out and trying to express ourselves. So I guess there'll be an opportunity for us to do that over the next coming weeks, and that's exactly what we'll be looking forward to.
Hasmatullah, you're leading in your first World Cup. Rashid Khan was quoted in the media saying that this is one of the strongest and fittest Afghanistan teams. What do you think are your strengths?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Our main strength is like spin department, but I believe we work very hard from last couple of years, and we are more we have more strength in the batting also, and we did very good in all departments in the past, so we will try our best here.
Well, Scott, going toe to toe with the best in the world, you've had a great run right through the qualifiers coming up here. Can't be a better feeling than that.
Yeah, it's obviously a pretty tricky tournament, the qualifiers usually, so really proud of how the boys went about that, and yeah, we take a lot of confidence in the way we played there, and hopefully bring that into this tournament.
Now I have to ask Pat Cummins this. Your first ODI World Cup as captain. You lead a side that has a country that has a great record at World Cups. What is it about Australians and ODI World Cups? They just seem to have the knack.
I can't take too much credit for many of them. There's a couple of the boys were there in 2015, which obviously gives us confidence. But yeah, I don't know. I think we had a really strong era in the early 2000s. I think one-day cricket's a format that's really suited Australian teams of the past. Not only kind of taking the game on with the batting and having some good quick bowlers, but even in the field, that early kind of 2000s era I grew up watching. They were amazing, really athletic. So hopefully we can carry on. It's a pretty good history we've had in World Cup, so hopefully another one.
Well, Dasun, you've come through the qualifiers. You've had a terrific run, a 13-match winning streak. Sri Lanka has gone through tough times, but when you look at your ICC record, it's very, very good. What does this mean to your people?
Excited times for us. We are, struggling a lot in recent past with the injuries, but at the same time, we got some good record with us. As a group, we are looking forward for the World Cup, and everyone want to make a statement that we are there to, perform well in this tournament.
Shakib, and no other current player at the moment, has played more World Cups than you. Coincidentally, the last World Cup in India, you were captain. How are Bangladesh preparing for this edition?
Yeah, I thought we prepared well. But if we talk about last 4 years since 2009 World Cup, 19 World Cup, we are probably the third or fourth team in the qualifiers point system. So we have done really well as a group. Now it's time for us to put on a good show in this World Cup, and I think our team is ready, and also the country is expecting little more than what we did previously.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Well, 2015, Owen and Joss was not quite the World Cup you wanted, but since then you've started a white ball revolution. And it started with you, Owen, and Joss is carrying on the legacy. So I want to know your thoughts behind it, how it started, and how do you think the team's carrying on with that?
Yeah, here I think to start with, it must be said we hit rock bottom before we could do anything. 2015 World Cup in Australia and New Zealand was as bad as it gets, and when you consider England white ball cricket, probably since 1992 it's had some really bad times, but this was the worst of it. And with any bad situation always comes a great opportunity, and I was very fortunate to be kept on as captain after that, and Andrew Strauss was appointed as managing director. So coming in with confidence from the top to continue on as captain, but also being empowered to make decisions and take on responsibility and take the team in a direction that I thought was the right way was certainly something that I fed off for a long time. And it was an unbelievable time, certainly for me, from that period until 2015 to our journey to the final in 2019, that I'll always cherish.
And Joss, you carrying forward the mantra, you think the boys are all in it together?
Yeah, absolutely. The team's been mainly together for a long time, since 2015, since the start of that sort of revolution that you mentioned. And I think you see it right through the game now in England, that the young players coming through all play in a certain way and are determined to carry on that style of play, and I think we know it gives us the best chance of success. We'll get it wrong at times, but we've made peace with that, and it's something we want to continue to strive to do, to keep pushing the boundaries. Other teams will push you and move it on further, so we always want to try and be at the head of that curve as well.
Scott, your first game up against Pakistan, difficult start to the campaign, but one you must be looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. I think all games in this tournament are going to be tricky, but obviously Pakistan's a very good side. But yeah, for us, we're just excited to get this tournament going, and that's against Pakistan in Hyderabad.
Babar, what do you think is Pakistan's biggest strength?
I think our strength is bowling, but as we know, we are playing last 3 years together. Most of the boys are the same. So I think our bowling strength is.
Well, Shakib, you've been one of the premier all-rounders in world cricket across formats for almost a decade. Does that put extra pressure on you as a captain and player?
No, not really. I think it always inspired me to do better. Personally, I never looked at any penny stats. It's as long as I'm contributing for the team, team come first, and that's the motto throughout my career, and that's how I want to go about it.
Well, Hasmatullah, when you play in India, there's big support for you. You've got a terrific spin attack. Talk us through that.
As you said, that we will have a more crowd and more support. We are expecting the same, that the people will come there and support us in the stadium. And also about the spinners, we have a very good quality spinners, and the condition is suitable for us, and that will be with us. And also with the batting, I believe in this World Cup we will give a statement about the batting, that we can do play very good cricket in the batting also.
Rohit, now you've had excellent preparation in the lead into this World Cup, and sitting from the outside, the only hamper would be the rain-affected games. Does that affect your preparation in any way?
No, not really. I mean, we were happy to get those days off. Looking at the heat and stuff like that. I've been talking about it. We've been playing a lot of cricket of late. We played Asia Cup. We played about 4 games there. Then we played 3 games against Australia. So that gives us an understanding of where everyone's at and what we need to do as a team as well. In the hindsight, yes, I would have loved to play those 2 games, but can't really do too much when the weather is going to be like that. Apart from traveling from one part of India to the other part of India, there's nothing much